Alright, what is up? This is SLOplays, and I am back at it again with some more Dragon Ball Super news and updates here on the channel. Guys, we have some pretty decent news. Overall, just cool new insights and stuff from Toyotaro himself. After the release, the official release of Volume 24, he did post on his official Twitter page. He actually had the physical volume. I actually might pick this up because it looks really good. I love the cover and everything, but let's jump into this. You guys are here for the information. The manga is going to continue. We've already, talked about this. I think everybody already knows that, but let's just go over the information from DBS Hype. There's a lot of stuff that he posted over the past couple of days, and I'm going to put it all together in just one conglomerate of a video. Dragon Ball Super Afterword from Volume 24. Toyotaro reveals some superhero arc insights and confirms that the arc is officially over. Finally, right? After how long? It's been like 2 years, I think, that they've been taking for this damn arc. But no, in all seriousness, it really did end, I think, like a year or two ago. But it, there was just no updates after that. Unfortunately, Toriyama, he did pass, which today is actually his birthday, or, in Japan, it was his birthday yesterday. So a happy 70th birthday to the legend, the GOAT, Akira Toriyama. He would have been 70. Right, unfortunately, with his passing. So, translations from Super Chronicles. Let's actually go over this. So, this is the actual, official thing or whatever that he has, which shows, the, Saiyaman 1 and 2, X, and Clean God. So, here's the information. Let's read this up. Afterward, the Saiyaman X origin story that I was able to include at the end of this volume is a manga adaptation with additional details based on a text written by Toriyama Sensei himself. Very interesting. While working on Saiyaman X as a prequel to the superhero arc, Sensei shared a story with the note, "It's up to you whether this gets used in the main story or not." That's very interesting. I actually did not know that this was just all straight from Toriyama. I thought a lot of it was mainly from Toyotaro himself. I thought he wanted to do this, but it was his choice to include it in the main story. Okay, and obviously he would do that because, this was almost in a sense like one of the final manga related things that Toriyama, I guess, worked on, right? So I felt it would be too much of a waste to leave it out. I agree. If my mentor, the legend, the GOAT Toriyama, had this little, even it could have been Goku taking a shit, just for example, it could have been anything, and it was his last, one of his last things that he came up with, hell yeah, I would throw that into a one shot, right? So I wanted to adapt it into a manga. However, since the superhero arc's prequel was limited to 3 chapters from 88 to 90, I had no choice but to abandon the idea. That's unfortunate. So initially he was like, oh, fuck, I couldn't do it. Instead, I was allowed to draw 3 chapters covering events after the birth of Saiyaman X. However, as we reached the conclusion of the superhero arc, this was a story I just couldn't leave untold. I was fortunate enough to have my request granted, allowing me to present it as a one-shot. Thank you for reading. With this, the superhero arc is officially complete, and the best 6 words I've ever seen in my entire life. Bro was actually writing just pure fire with this, right? This was just straight up magma coming out of his pen, okay? Please stay tuned for what's next, all right? So again, it's nothing too crazy. We know the manga is going to continue. We've already, had confirmation from Toyotaro himself, I think a year or two ago in an interview. But the problem with that is that was so long ago, we don't know if things changed, but nothing has changed. They're still on, they're dead set on trying to do, at least with Toyotaro, he wants to bring more stories to the manga. And we know from the spine cover of Volume 24, it indicates that there will be more extending on, okay? I think that the cover had the leg of Moro, so there's still stuff to be, added from the Granola arc, right? So I'm pretty sure that's going to continue on, and then it'll have superhero arc stuff, and then, how it is with the spine, yeah, that's just how it is, because it makes a whole picture, right? And they've been doing that for years. Toriyama has been doing that in his manga for years. I think other Shonen Jump manga, they all do that, right? So that's really, really cool. I'm glad that he did get the okay from it. Wow, Shueisha actually did something decent for once with the bare minimum, including some an actual story arc like this. They should be doing that, right? They should be allowing him to do that. This is fucking Toyotaro. He is the guy. He is him now that unfortunately Toriyama is gone. So this is great information. I'm so glad to hear that, there will be more coming. Now, I have no idea when that's going to happen. It could be, honestly, maybe we'll have to wait until Jump Festa, but there is something interesting that I wanted to bring up. So DBS Hype also posted this, I believe, yesterday. The DBS manga will have its 10th anniversary this June, and then there's Jump Victory Carnival in July, which is absolutely true. Just a prediction, but maybe there is a chance of the manga's return news in these 2 months. No confirmation. I wouldn't get your hopes up, but this is very true that these are, important things that are going to be happening related to the Dragon Ball Super manga. So anything could happen. Anything could happen. Just, I would say, keep it in the back of your mind. Keep it in your, slip that shit in your back pocket. And then, the back pocket might get revealed. Something. Maybe. Who knows? And if not, then again, we have Jump Festa at the end of this year. 2025 doesn't seem to be completely, barren when it comes to the DBS manga. Anything can happen, right? There are plans. Things are definitely set in motion. Toyotaro has had a very, very long time now, at least over, a year, maybe almost 2 years now, to kind of come up with something. And obviously, it seems that he's been just kind of taking it easy, which is fine, right? Take his time. I want him to cook. I don't want him to rush into it and make something garbage, right? We want a good story. We want good Dragon Ball, right? And the 10th anniversary is actually fucking insane. If you think about it, in June, I didn't even know it started in 2015. I thought it was 2016. I don't know why, but whatever. DBS manga. I mean, Dragon Ball Super did officially come as an anime back in 2015, so I guess that makes sense. But Jump Victory Carnival is again an event to always look forward to, which is good. Not only just for Dragon Ball, related stuff, but just anime in general. Definitely look out for that. I think there were some big reveals last year, if I recall correctly. I don't think for Dragon Ball specifically. Maybe there was some Sparking Zero shit that they showed. I don't know. But yeah, that's just a prediction. No confirmation or anything. We'll see what happens going forward, okay? But he did say next arc he's going to hit different. Again, we're still predicting that it's going to be Black Frieza related. If it's not, I mean, they could have some build up to it, and that would be even better. I would love some, maybe another arc in between Superhero and Black Frieza where it's okay, we're going to try to have some type of build up. Maybe it's a training arc, because, I mean, that's currently what Goku and Vegeta are doing. They've been training this whole time for the return if Black Frieza ever does come back, right? So maybe there will be some more training arcs with Broly and stuff. I don't know about y'all, but I like training arcs. I know there are people out there that say that training arcs are boring. I think they're really interesting. One of my favorite training arcs was when Gon and Killua were learning Nen and they're typing and shit for the first time. I also loved Naruto whenever he was training with Kakashi, and this was in Shippuden. He was trying to learn the Rasen Shuriken or whatever it was. That shit. I like that. It's just cool to see character progression and explanation for these techniques that they know, right? With Goku, he just kind of picked up the Kamehameha from Roshi at that time, just very quickly. And that's still cool and everything. But I'm just saying, I personally like that shit. Okay, you can disagree with me, but let me know. Do you guys like training arcs? Comment down below. So, last little things here, other than just, the information. We did have our little extras. As you guys know, in each Dragon Ball Super volume chapters and just volumes in general, they add in these little extras that are related to that specific arc that's going on. So, let her cook. All right, we got Videl cooking right outside where Goku says hi to Gohan and Goten and Trunks or whatever, which is funny because she was in the house the whole time. She didn't know that Goku returned or anything like that because obviously she's listening to music. She got her headphones. She got her Beats by Dr. Briefs here. And then we also have her cooking an egg. Now, I saw a lot of people shitting on this artwork saying it looked bad. And I'm like that's the craziest thing. Anytime Toyotaro releases something, my first instinct is not to be okay, this is wrong. There's something wrong with this shit here. The anatomy's fucked up. The muscles are too detailed. That's what people actually fucking do. They don't just look at the artwork and be oh, that's cool, that's what I do. I'm oh, hey, she's cooking. Okay, this is a little extra. That's cute. I like that. Not, oh my God, her nose or something or her mouth, it looks like shit. That's, y'all, some of y'all need to get a life. Honestly, holy shit. Some people focus on the craziest things. Okay, so here's one with the Oracle fish. He's saying it's, I think he said something it's too, I'm too old for the, I don't fucking know what he said. Whatever, I don't speak Japanese, but there he is. He said, fuck, and he got dumped out all his water. He's gonna die. And then we have, Is it Janet? Is that her official name? I can't even remember. She's saying bye to everyone. And there's Piccolo, the shippers, you know, the shippers that people always do that shit. Yeah, Janet's cool. Other than that, I think that was it. Yeah, that was it. Okay. Oh, and this is the best part. So Toyotaro does pay tribute to Toriyama with a beautiful illustration, Toriyama's World Forever. That is so fucking amazing. I cannot believe that he is gone, man. It really is sad. Again, he would have been 70 today or yesterday, depending on your time zone if you're living in Japan. But here's all of the popular works of Toriyama. We got Goku, we got Beelzebub from Sandland, we got Jocko, we got Arale and shit. Like, we got the whole Toriyama squad here, and I love it. It says Toriyama's World Forever. Oh, isn't that sweet? Oh man, it's crazy, man. It's a crazy world we live in with Dragon Ball. Yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully we'll get some more information here. You know, maybe within, again, it'll be hopefully within the next few months if they're going to have anything at all. But right now, I think V-Jump's like thing or whatever, or wherever you, Manga Plus, I don't know where it is that you usually see the manga. I forgot the website, but usually they would have like a date for the next manga. It just says it's currently like on hiatus, which again, to be expected. There has been no official announcement of what the next arc's going to be or a continuation yet. We just know that more is to come. So give me your thoughts and opinions. What would you like to see for the next arc for Dragon Ball Super? I don't think there will be any more one-shots or anything related or like filler related stuff. I think the next arc is going to be the like main core part of the story. What if it's Daima related? Like, it has Daima integrated into it. That would be nice. We get that official confirmation there that, like, hey, Daima is actually connected, right? Before somebody's like, oh, it is already connected. We already know that. No, they never said that yet. There are things that imply that, but we need to actually see shit set in motion with the manga. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you're smelling what I'm cooking. Y'all have a great day. Like I said, drop a like, subscribe here on the channel, ring my notification bell. I'll keep you guys up to date with all Dragon Ball information and news here on this channel. Peace out.
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet.